Hello, everybody. Welcome to How to Leverage AI Resources to Differentiate Content in Our Classrooms. My name is Tammy Lind, and I am an instructional coach in Wisconsin. And I'm a coach by way of special education, which is really what started me down the path of trying to find technologies that will adjust content in our classrooms when our students need that content to be adjusted. And so we're going to talk about two of my favorite AI resources for differentiating content. And the first one is Diffit. And I'm going to take you just to the homepage of Diffit right here. And what you see is it's very basic when you come into the homepage. You'll select your theme, you'll select your grade level, and then the language that you want it returned in. So if I come here and I put in Greek mythology, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say seventh grade, and I can change the language if I need to do that. I also can add the standards if I need to do that, which I think is a really powerful addition to Diffit. Now, from there, you generate resources. And in the interest of time, I have already hit that button. And this is what we get back. Diffit will generate images based on all I put in was Greek mythology, based on our topic. And then here's the really neat part. It will also generate adapted reading passages at that specific grade level. So if I'm studying it in seventh grade, if I needed a fifth grade reading leveled passage, I could put that in here as well. You have the ability to show the sources for the information, which is a big deal when working with AI. You get the list of resources here. From here, you can edit this. So if you know you need an additional vocabulary word, or maybe some of this just doesn't quite match what you're doing in your classroom, you can edit that to more closely align with what you need. Diffit will provide you just a very brief summary on the topic that you put in, as well as some general vocabulary words. Now, again, the neat part about this is you can add additional words if you want, or you can edit this to remove some of the words if you need to do that. I also appreciate that Diffit will generate assessment questions. Multiple choice questions, yes. However, here are open-ended prompts. And if we look at these, this really gets to that depth of knowledge that we want our students to be thinking about when we're working with them in the classroom. And I just love that Diffit will do that. You can add additional prompts if you need to. You can also edit, just like you could in the other options up at the top. And then you can copy and paste them into a Google Doc or into a Word doc, depending on what your word processor might be, or maybe into a slideshow as well. So that's the first option that you get with Diffit. The other very powerful thing that you get with Diffit is over here. You have the opportunity to get student activities specifically aligned to the topic that you put in and the grade level that you need to focus on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just pick, let's see, we'll go ahead and we'll say reading with taking notes. And what we have here is a description of the activity, what format that might be in. And that's a big deal because from here I can assign it in Google Classroom, or I get the link. I also get the standards that it's going to hit. Let me grab a different one here. So I'll go ahead, I'll grab this one, the Freyer model. And this will design a vocabulary slide deck based on my topic at my reading level that I put in. I think this is such a powerful way to adjust content to whatever level our students need. Now, I want to show you one more thing with Diffit that I think is a big deal, and that is the ability to take a video. This one, I happen to choose one on mitosis, and I'm going to go into Diffit here, and I'm going to click on the article or video. Now, when I put this in, it will do the exact same thing that we did for the Greek mythology portion of this. But what it's doing now is it's taking out the text of the video and it's going to generate study guides on this video around that topic. And so here's my reading passage about mitosis, my summary that I get, the vocabulary words that I want to hit, and then also the student activities that we looked at as well. All just with that homepage of of indicating the grade level, which let's go back to this one, the grade level, and then the topic. So you'll look, I have my 7th grade up here, and I can also translate it into other languages. So that's Diffit. I highly recommend taking a look at it. Just get in there and start looking at all of these valuable student resources that you can then push out to students, or they could create and push back to you. So the other resource that I want to talk to you about is just Google's Gemini. So think Chat GPT, but for Google. And I love the way that Gemini will work on creating classroom resources. So let's take a look at this. Let me move these around a little bit so I have a little bit of extra room. When we put our information into Gemini, what I put in is I wanted to have a unit designed on the water cycle for 4th grade. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And it's just like ChatGPT or other generative AI resource that you've looked at. It's going to give me my responses here. It gives the learning objectives. It walks me through the unit. But what I didn't do here is I didn't request for Gemini to provide differentiated content. So I'm going to say now, provide differentiated content at, let's say, 3rd grade level. And so now Gemini will go in and it will regenerate this for students that need additional support on the same unit. So now I could also say, recreate the assessments at a 2nd grade level. And now it will start to build those assessments on the water cycle at that particular grade level. And then the other side of this, I could say, provide challenge resources for 8th grade. And it will continue to regenerate around my initial prompt at the grade level that I need to have. I could put in Lexile level or whatever level your particular school uses for reading. I love the way that you can just drill deeper and deeper and deeper into creating content for kids at the exact level that they need it. So we've talked about using Diffit as a way to differentiate for students, and we've also talked about how to use Gemini as a way to differentiate for students. So what I would love to do is thank you for watching the video, and I would really encourage you to subscribe to our channel, and then also make sure that you sign up for the email list so that you can get other quick videos like this around certain topics to get you ready either for next school year or just to continue that learning. Thank you very much. Please reach out if you have any questions or if I can support you in any way.